There's Al's screen at least. Still a black box. I know I'm still a black box. I don't know why, but I don't hear Al either. So is Al here?
1 second.
There's Al. Okay. Now I gotta figure out why my virtual camera is not coming through.
I have to do this every time when I switch over. There we go. Can you hear me okay?
Trying to figure out why my webcam, when I go to my webcam to select it to send it to you, it tells me I can't.
Huh.
Oh my goodness, I've got a rain already. I haven't even started. Oh, broken. Sorry about the little snafu this morning. Well, actually, on my side, I look fine. So basically, all it wants me to do is send my normal camera to you, and I don't know why. But
That's weird.
it is. Oh wait, I got it. Can you see it? But welcome
Yeah,
in, Broken Heart. I fixed it. Snafu fixed. Okay.
Ooh.
How
to
are
make
you?
sure everything is
How is everybody? And what were you guys up to? And thank you for sending your raid. And can you guys hear Al okay on my side? That's the other question. Or do I need to turn Al up?
okay on my side?
Because we gotta make sure we sound good.
Yeah.
You were playing Vintage Story. I'm not familiar with that one. You know, it would help if I put on the right glasses. I'm like, why can't I see anything?
Okay,
I'm
making
not
sure
familiar with-
everything is turned on. Everything is
Not
set,
familiar with Vintage Story, so you could tell me about that and Al, because Al, of course, we got shared chat. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit though, just to be certain. Al's coming up a little bit. There, that should help.
Am I coming up roses now?
Yeah. There's my Al.
Yay! How are you? Sorry that I slept in.
Oh, believe me, I slip in too. My sleeping in and your sleeping in are two different things.
A doobie
Somehow,
and a doobie.
yeah, because usually I wake up around 7. I actually woke up at 8, and I was told that I had missed at 6 o'clock. I guess Kevin with a mouse, Robin screaming, uh, um,
You
my
slept through
dog.
her screaming?
Yeah, my spawn missing the bus, my husband driving my spawn to school, and then waking me up going, "Are you okay?" Because I'm sick, so it makes sense. It's like Minecraft, but you got to start out in the Flint Age, work your way up to Steel. Oh, that sounds fun, Broken Heart. I love Minecraft. So that was my morning, Al. How's your morning?
I just literally rolled out of bed like 20 minutes ago. I had a long day yesterday because I was up at 6:45 for work, and I couldn't sleep until at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, and you had a busy day Saturday. I'm very proud of you. You did such a great job raising money for the Pride stuff.
I'm so happy about that. I wish that like we didn't have the hiccup with the links for donations, but you know, we made it work out.
It worked out in the end. It worked out, and
That's all that matters.
And now there's going to be some Pride events. I'm sorry, I'm going to miss the festival, but Father's Day is kind of important in my family, so, and Dad can't really travel right now. But what is Pride Prom?
Pride Prom is literally what it sounds like. It's basically like a prom that for the queers, for the gals, gays, and theys, I like to say. And like, I can't tell you what the theme is because that's gonna be a teaser soon. But
no, that's fine.
This year is gonna be really baller because we've had not only donations from me for my stream, but also from other benefactors as well, and it's just gonna be a nice little get together over at the historic Capitol Theater.
So you have to dress fancy?
You can dress fancy. You don't have to dress on theme, but you can
Okay,
just
that was the
dress up
next
for
question.
fun.
That was the next question I have. Do you have to dress up? And is there an age limit to it?
I don't think so. There's no age limit to it. We never usually put an age limit to it. Usually it's like
I'm trying to figure out if I should bring my.
older.
I'm trying to figure out if I should bring my spawns or not. Yes, I remember Broken Heart. I didn't know if you want me to call you Scraps, so I've been saying it. But yeah, Scraps is a dear friend for many, many years from Daggy here.
Ah.
I haven't talked to in forever. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I should bring my spawns. My 17-year-old.
Yeah, they can
So
definitely come. Like,
they're the only ones that
I
actually
wouldn't.
have fancy stuff to wear.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I wouldn't like bring somebody under the age of 12 per se, but we usually try to keep it PG.
Yeah, no, it's my 17-year-old I was wondering about because they're kind of disappointed that we can't go to Pride, so I'm thinking that might be an option.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Pride Prom might be nice, and we're gonna need volunteers too. So like, I'll definitely when it comes closer to the date, I'll definitely let you guys know if you guys are interested in helping out.
Iron needs more stuff on his resume, so definitely reach out to him.
Yeah.
He's
Any
still
word from the Y? Because
not.
like
They
usually
they
the
never said yes. They never said no. Nothing.
yeah, I had to go in personally and be like, yo, what's up with this?
Yeah, and he won't
And
do
then
that
I get
because my introvert
yeah,
will not do that. He's like, "Do I have to what? No." So like, okay, so we're just waiting.
yeah. I don't know if waiting is gonna be the play for that.
I know
I know
that's why he's never gonna get a job. I realize this.
yeah.
He wants someone to call and say, "Hey, I want to interview," or email, and nobody does that. No one reaches out to him at all.
Yeah. If
So
people I mean, a lot of people think it's like, oh, you have to wait for them to come to you. No, it's quite the opposite. You have to show that you have the ambition to like approach them and bother the shit out of them because it shows that you're persistent and you're like,
yeah, he's not gonna do that. So this is why he
oh,
hasn't had
I
a
forgot
job in
the
over a
water.
year.
Yeah, he'll figure it out eventually. I'll be right
So
back. I need to get some water.
how you doing,
I don't
Broken
know
Heart?
what I'm up to.
I know. I don't fight or anything anymore. I just stream and make content and paint. Use my cough. Yes, they are computer savvy. They're the ones who set up my Discord and all that stuff. So yes, they could handle that. So, but that's not till winter. Yeah, it's a long time from now. But yes, shockingly aside, they could handle a call center and data entry. But unfortunately, he said winter and it's spring.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was also thinking of getting a job there too.
so yes,
But
when winter comes, let me know. But thankfully, we're almost out of winter, and I'm so sick of winter, so I'm glad.
man, you
Uh,
really do sound like you're sick. Holy crap.
I am sick. I am sick, but I have 7 streams this week to do. I expected to get sick. I mean, we all know I'm immunocompromised ever since I had cancer. And mom's receiving line, I had to have almost 100 people, if not more, in it. So I shook a lot of heads and did a lot of hugs. So I expected to get sick.
Ugh.
I expected
Usually
this.
oof.
So I warn people already when I'm on stream, I'm gonna sound a little bit off.
It is what it is.
But I have my Advil cholangitis, so I should be okay. And the beak is totally wrong. It should be tilted more. So this is a stage I normally don't show. My feeling out of where the bird should be and stuff, because I end up repainting the background stuff as I go, trying to figure out what angle I want and that kind of thing. So you guys get to watch my literal sketching with a paintbrush phase. So,
That's a good progress though. Like being able to show that part of the art progress openly. That's like a really good big step of like comfortability.
so this is one of those things. Well, like the bee. Everyone saw the bee, and I repainted the bee completely because it was wrong. That's how birds, all my birds start out. So
And I'm here trying to finish what I started on Saturday.
I just love the how pretty that's coming out. It is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really quick and easy project too, considering.
It's nice.
I think it's just because I'm so used to making crystals.
This here is going to end up being um, the print that goes with the new novella that's going to be coming out, hopefully by June.
Excitement.
Yeah, whatever we do, it might even be the book cover. We haven't decided that part. I'm thinking no, but whenever we do a book or a novella, my co-author and I, she makes me so far do a painting that becomes a print. That if you buy the actual physical book signed by both of us, the first 10 people usually get the print as well. So
that's pretty cool.
So so that's what we did with the wolf one, the wolf print, which that was outside my comfort zone, painting a wolf. So now I got to work on this character. This is actually a character in the book named Eclipse. So I was wondering what's up with this one. You love the bee? I'm glad you love the bee. The bee was outside my comfort zone as well because I've never done insects. That's my first insect I painted ever.
Good growth.
That's why I like these coffee and cocoa streams. It makes me go farther. I don't know why. You inspire me every time I'm painting.
Well, I'm glad that I motivate you to paint because
Do you
like
motivate
that's
me
like
to
the biggest
paint?
thing.
Hi, honey. And Rob, the husband, is on his first break of the day. Did you find out what your schedule actually is?
No.
No? Okay, it's Monday. He's got no idea when he goes to work. Okay.
I hate that for everybody. I love working corporate jobs.
Are you working till? Are you working until 5:30 or? Because you didn't know.
Purple because I'm biased and I like purple.
So, yeah. So, I'm waiting to see when you work. So that now we have our update on Rob the husband. He's working indefinitely.
Oh, shockingly, Shay is wondering how do I do this Pokecatch thingy that keeps popping up.
You have to it usually tells you if you don't have one. Does the Pokecatch? Okay, did you type in Pokecatch? You did, but it didn't do anything. Yeah, it's you might have to be in my chat to do that, sadly.
Yeah, I need to get. I want to do a stream avatars more than Pokecatch, but I need to talk to Milano Mochi, but I haven't had the time to talk to Mila.
She does, but I have no idea how to do any of that. I wish I did, because those stream avatars are fun, but...
Oh, your guess is as good as mine.
So
I was in the debate if I wanted to just get... I might get another artist to do the animations, because, like, animation is not my forte.
So, I don't... Pokecatch is as far as I've got.
I think that's a good one.
Seem to like it. And it's easy because their Discord explains exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry if you want to play shocking cliche and that you're on my side, you're on the outside. My bad. Oh,
I think
but
it would be easier to get it started on the computer too.
oh yeah, if you're on the phone, I really don't know much about it. That was the weird thing is to keep you on the phone because your stream on Saturday was when we had to do everything that we had not done because of all the funerals during the week. So you went to so many stores that you're not aware of, and people looked at me funny because they could hear you because I don't have like earbuds or anything. So,
Oh, oh,
but I took you everywhere. So all the comments were from all the different places because we weren't able to do anything because you know how funerals go. Your whole life gets put on hold. So
yeah. I definitely know what that's like. Um,
yeah,
well,
so I'm like,
I was
I need support arrow, but we gotta shop. So so people are gonna stare.
I also was on the TV. It's super official.
I didn't even know they had a TV.
They have one of those like I don't want to call them retro because I literally grew up with them. You know
Oh, the
those
TV
big
stand that were wheel around the classroom.
yeah, basically.
I grew up with those too. Sadly,
Like
that is
there's a
how I
picture on
watched the
my blue
Challenger.
sky.
I
Yeah,
remember
there's a
those.
picture of blue sky of me my stream on a tiny little like old school TV.
That's fantastic.
It's so good. I really love the picture so much. One of my friends was at the cafe when I was doing the stream, and it's like, oh, that's cute. And then I'm like, oh, I hope they just put me on closed captions and not in the speakers. Oh God.
You went shopping with Shockingly Shay too. Yeah, no, we took you.
Everybody brought me shopping on Saturday. That's the funny part.
I want to make sure you had the numbers. The spawns they just had you on their PCs here, but and sadly
Yeah,
the cats got bored with you. I'm sorry to say, so they ended up on YouTube Cat TV watching birds instead.
that is a-okay. I had a lot of support on Saturday to the point where like I got those stupid messages saying like, "Oh, why don't you think about getting sponsored?" Because of that spike of like 500% of your like viewership and stuff. Like that's how good it went out. It turned out. And it's like
So
thanks to you rating me and like a bunch of other people rating me and doing hype trains and stuff.
yeah, no,
Like I could
because my numbers were bigger than normal. So,
Saturday
but
seems to be a good day.
well, no. What happens is whenever I say I have a charity thing, Corey or someone that is a big number streamer will raid me. That way, the numbers stay high. You
That
know.
is very helpful.
So,
Correlate is
and then we that
Correlate is awesome.
oh yeah, Corliss is amazing. Yeah. So
Like
what I did is I reached out to Corey. I said, okay, I am doing this. When I'm done, can you raid me so that way I can raid Al? And of course, Corlith is one of my toast crew, and he is just incredible.
yeah, he helped my stream like amazingly.
I
Like
love
I'm very
Corlith.
grateful for that, and I should let PM them at some point. I just was like so busy yesterday to do stuff between like work and like D&D.
Yeah, if you want to show Kevin, you got to put him under that camera. He's under the wrong camera. That L side can't see that. You got to put him over here. There you go. Here's Kevin for you, L.
Beans.
But yeah, I'm very happy that like I got the support and the friends that I have because
So,
that stream went smashingly.
which is good. I he's been asleep. I can't spell a darn thing. No. So I'm told why we just got to see Kevin is Kevin had a bath because Kevin needed one
Kevin
unexpectedly.
be big stinky.
Yep. And he's like, "You can't smell it now?" I'm like, "No, I can't smell a darn thing."
Rip.
I'm supposed to smell things, am I? Oh, so yeah. Now my nerves are gonna start kicking in because the 27th is coming and I got an 8-hour stream.
You got this. You got this. It's
So
not your first rodeo. You got this.
this is the first time it's necessary because normally by now my sub goal is like halfway, because we're halfway through the month and I only have 2, so I've really gotta push that because unfortunately driving back and forth to Syracuse for every day for like 4 days and eating out because funeral stuff, it really goes into the budget.
Yup. I understand that completely.
Oh. Sadly, I'm supposed to be at Syracuse again today. We couldn't do, but we're all working. I can't drive because this is the day they're actually burying my cousin. So
Yeah.
I told him
That's rough.
yeah. Still no idea how come she's dead. I hate it. Nobody wants to hear inconclusive.
Nope, definitely not. That's weird too that they haven't figured it out yet.
They said it could take up to 4 months to do the different types of toxology to see if it was something like sleep apnea or something, but they know right at this time they have nothing. It's driving me nuts because she's 41 years old. She should not be gone.
She was very young
and healthy. So, but anyway, happy talk.
Yeah, happy talk. Shit. Yeah, the stream went well. Repo is a really good game. I need to get Core Keeper at some point.
I've been curious about Repo, but I don't own it, so I was told I would like it.
If it ever goes on sale, I recommend it.
Does it have a lot of replayability? Because Lethal Company didn't.
It's kind of similar to Lethal Company, and it reminds me of Phasmophobia too.
Because I was disappointed with Lethal Company, because after a while it just got boring, because you just go in, grab stuff, get out. It's just... So...
Yeah, this one's a lot... I feel like it's a lot more fun, in a way. Sorry, Mega Mike, that you really want me to play Lethal Company, but, like, it's also very amusing to play as goddamn Muppets.
So, yeah, so so when that goes on sale, I'll have to put that on my wish list. Actually, why do I do that while I'm thinking about it? Where's Steam? There's Steam. Store. Oh my goodness, Corey woke up. It's about same real. Okay, same repellent as Lethal without the bob. So I'll put it on my wish list. Doesn't mean I'll ever have it, but there we go. Repo is now on my wish list. Adding to my wish list.
Mod City.
But now I gotta do 2 Bean Boozled, and then you got some too, because Corey's awake.
Oh, the bits! You're
All
so
right.
sweet.
Let me rinse out my brush for a second and buy my Bean Boozled. And I'll just put it under here so your chat can see it too. Literally just awake.
That's a mood. Happy Monday.
And for those that are on my side listening, the music is all Corey. Okay, there's your beans. I don't know what they are. I'm gonna put them in my mouth. God, you earned the toast emote? This is actually pretty good. It's like a lemonade with a donut. It's not bad. But wow, Corey, you got the 25k bits badge? Now you're gonna torture me with toast too? You're like the 4th person to ever do that. Congrats.
Insanity.
That's a lot of bits. I keep telling you don't have to spend money on me, but I appreciate it. I do. Every little bit counts. I mean, right now I'm 21% to the bit goal this month, so thank you.
God, for Power Perk, I spend too much money here. You are a wonderful benefactor, and I really appreciate you. And I hope that good fortune comes your way.
We need one of his songs to take off. His music is so
It,
good. Everyone listen to it.
definitely does take time.
There you go. Click that. Go listen to his music. The more people listen, the more it gets out there, the more someday he might be discovered. All right. I have lost my white paint, Al.
Oh
You know
no.
what did I put? This is my paint desk is extremely organized. I mean, I posted pictures. You can see it. So how can I not find one? I, wait, there it is. It's right in front of me. Duh. I'm an idiot.
Me on a daily basis. Where's my paint?
You don't start with me. Don't start with me.
The sun is a deadly laser.
So the
And
songs for
also,
Algo Sanchez without are all the YouTube. Yeah, that's the best music he's ever done is the for the game that's coming out. And the Algo soundtrack is amazing. Sadly, as he put it, it's only on YouTube. But I have YouTube. Go listen. It is if you like songs that are heroic and stuff, it's just really good songs from the game coming out.
oh, did we do a shout out for Corey, by the way?
I know I didn't because I don't have a mod today. Unless Corey wants to shout himself out, which you can do because he is a mod.
He definitely needs a shout out. I'm gonna do
So-
it myself.
Because I did the music platform link, which hopefully you guys can see on your side too. Once the soundtrack's done, okay. Once it's done, I'm adding it to my playlist that I listen to on stream.
Trying to do this while I'm like half off my chair.
Yeah, that's why. So, Corey, go ahead and shout yourself out on my side if it lets you. Because when I try to get someone willing to mod this for the early stream, everyone's either at work or asleep, so I don't have a mod unless Corey does things.
Corey woke up at the nick of time, but like I feel like Corey definitely needs a shout out because he's been
There
such
it
a good
is.
supportive friend.
Thank you for shouting yourself out. I needed that. So if you're on my side, follow Corey. Because he does stream as well as music.
Yes, please do. He's a great person.
Literally, you're the only bot I got right now, Corey. And then when you wander off, I'm lost. Because I know you gotta wander off. You just woke up. You gotta do the stuff that you do.
Gotta do the wakey wakey eggs and bakey dance.
Oh, did I tell you? Both spawns now want to cosplay for the first time and go to the anime TakaCon.
Good.
So one of them is very nervous because they're stepping outside their comfort zone. A lot.
It's all about having fun. That's all that matters.
That's what I told them. I told them you can dress how you want. No one will make fun of you. It's an anime con.
Yeah, like if anybody makes fun of you, I'm gonna beat them up in Minecraft.
You can wear whatever gender clothing you want and be whoever you want. It is cosplay. Book 75 just said to us, I'm not ready to get up, and now it's 9:30. That happens. I slip until 8, which I know it doesn't sound like sleepy in, but it is.
I definitely overslept today, that's for sure. Usually I'm awake at 8 o'clock.
It's like, am I gonna go live and eventually show? Coffee and
I'm just
cocoa
glad I
time.
woke up in the nick of time before like 10 o'clock. Because that would have been a problem. I would have had... If I ever don't respond by the time it's like 9:30, you are more than welcome to call me.
It's true. I do have that thing called the phone. I forget about that. That is. Those hours are difficult, but you get to be home earlier. That's the hours that Rob wants. But They never give it to him.
Oh, damn them. Freaking corporate companies.
Why they do that? Because he is one of he's one of the top two supervisors. So they keep those on hours where there's more calls likely to come in. So it makes sense. But it sucks because we really wanted the 7:30 in the morning shifts. That way he's home by like 3:30. Well, quote home because he works from home. But
Yeah.
that was what we wanted. But unfortunately, he's good at his job.
And you know what happens when you're good at your job?
They use you more.
Mhm.
I'll give his company credit though. But they were really kind because EasyPass did a complete overhaul. I don't know if anybody in New York noticed this. Their website, their app, everything has changed. They shut down for a week and they went live today. I think today. Pretty sure it's today. And with all the new stuff. And it actually works. I know it's weird to say for something for New York State, but Rob literally said it's so much better. So, but the training was last week during everything going on with my bad life here. So he told them what was going on, and they said if he can prove that he can do the stuff, he can get out of the mandatory training. So he took a week's worth of training. He condensed it down till Wednesday. Wednesday he got 100 on the exam, and they let him go.
Damn.
So
Look at him go.
And then today he's teaching some of the people that need more help. So I have a very smart husband. But that enabled him to be home for the 2 days I needed him. So there's a Megamite sneaking into chat.
By checking in again, how it'd be. It'd be doing good, honey bunny. I hope work is good for you, sweetie. My little sweet pea. God, I feel like yesterday was a blur almost. I got to work on some digital art at my workplace because like Sundays are usually easy days. I usually get paperwork done really fast. And it's just scanning in and putting stuff into the filing system that we have at the Y.
Enjoy that part of work when I had a job. Oh.
Yeah, I like that part of the front desk job when I'm doing like menial things that people don't have the time to do. That's my favorite thing to do. I hate dealing with the people, but I think that's normal for everybody.
Oh, welcome in. But yeah, those days are nice. It's okay. After doing the receiving line and then doing the eulogy without any papers, I just went up and talked. I was told I should be a politician. So there's it's like, what?
Did you have to see your sisters?
Yep. I actually hung out with them a bit because my father decided he wants all of Mom's stuff gone as fast as possible.
Oh god. Well, I get it, but also that's a lot.
Yeah, so we spent another follow. Wow. Yeah, that means they think I'm a good speaker. How many people like the streams when you're not here? So, but yeah, yeah. Where was I? Yeah, basically every morning we would go over and my family of 4 and them would go through the stuff that Dad pointed at. It made things twice as difficult. It really did. Because here I'm trying to get over the idea that Bob's gone. He's just going, here's a garbage bag, let's donate this stuff. Here's a box. It's like, ugh. And yeah, of course there's more to go. Hello. Oh, it's I'm Dragon's Nest team, and this is one Mandragon here is one of the people that belongs to it. So thank you for the follow and thank you for coming in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was Tatsua formed a stream team when they got partner, and I got an invite. So, and the Dragon's Nest people are so sweet, especially with everything that was going on this week. They kept telling me I could handle stuff. And I did handle stuff. So try to make sure you're around to follow everyone on the team. I haven't even had time to do that, but I kind of been focused on funerals. So, but thank you for coming in. Wait, but can I follow you from here? I should be able to follow you from here.
I'll do a follow too.
Just be bad. There it is. There we go. Now you're followed. It's a great stream team of people. But yeah, no. Turns out, when you're doing one of those receiving lines, the ability to shake hands and make everybody laugh and smile as they go by so they feel better, because that's me. I always want to make people feel better. And then to do a eulogy thing when everyone is smiling and laughing with me with the stuff I'm saying is politician. I'm like, I don't want that to be politician. Everybody should make people happy.
Yeah, easily. That's the baseline for being a human.
Yeah. But no, my sisters were actually quite kind. They've been doing more of the getting rid of mob stuff because they're staying nearby. So they've been messaging me with stuff, going, "Do you want this? Do you want that?" Trying to
How
get
do you
as
feel about that? About the process of like getting ready? Because like before, you had that feeling that you're like throwing away your mom's life basically, and it's just that's hard. Before when
now
you
it's
were
more.
preparing to move her in.
Yeah, because I was preparing to move in, and the night she was supposed to come home, and she didn't. That was the most shocking thing. Is as I'm picking up stuff that we had moved to make her life easier when she was in the room. We had set up stuff, and to pack up the stuff that she was supposed to use when she came home, and she never came home. That was difficult, but I'm okay because when I realized where my sisters decided to take stuff, to Goodwill, to the thrifty shoppers and stuff, someone out there's going to get the stuff that mom enjoyed, and it's gonna, instead of being thrown out, it's going to find new homes, new people. And my mom had this, those Slike, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, those plastic animals that you could get almost at every store that look realistic.
Yeah.
My mom had a bunch of those because she was making a miniature zoo.
Oh,
So
that's cute.
so we packed those up, and when we were at mom's funeral, I handed them off to my cousin. And then my cousin yesterday sent a video of her children playing with those toys, and it reinforced the other people get enjoyment. Mom's actually spreading farther because the stuff mom loved, other people are loving. So it's helping me a lot.
Well, that's good.
So that's my mindset now. I'm not throwing mom out, I'm spreading mom out. That sounds bad. How do I put that better? I'm spreading her joy.
Yeah.
So now you got a little bit of a glimpse of how the eulogy went, where I literally stood up there and started talking about different, anecdotes of things Bob did, and because I made it a celebration of life. I went to the day before, I went to my cousin's wake, which was the formal, you got the morticians that are really ridiculously tall with their black suits on, and they scare you when you walk by because they're so intimidating, and it's a very Victorian style funeral parlor. Everything's dark and depressing. It was awful. So we go to mom's, and I lined where the receiving light stands, had dollhouse miniatures, had pictures of the cake she made, had some of her paintings on easels, the stockings she used to make by hand for everybody, the needlework, the entire way you would walk down to get to the front where the box was with my mom's remains, all her art of any form she had. So I made it a gallery. So by the time you got to me and Dad, because for some reason my twin couldn't handle it, so she went to the beginning of the line, and my older sister went to the very end hiding. So it was just me and Dad, pretty much. By the time you got to me, I would just talk to the people and say, "Hey, where did you know Mom from?" And we'd have anecdotes, make them laugh, get them done. And then when I got to the eulogy, I would point to stuff that I had laid out and do a story about it. And I point to people in the crowd going, "You remember when this happened?" And it got crowd interaction, and everyone was laughing.
Wolfie.
So, hi, Wolfie. So the eulogy was literally me going, "Do you remember this story?" And I would talk about it, point to the person, and I got, as some people says, first time they ever saw crowd interaction at at one of these, but it made everyone smile. So by the time they left, everyone was smiling and just talking about fun things that Mom had done. So
That's really sweet. That's so good. I prefer celebrations of life over like funerals. Do you know
me
how
too.
many? It's just the amount of times that I have to be part of the funeral process took a toll on me when I was working at the flower shop, and
Oh
it's
my
very.
God, yes.
I'm still kind of healing from that. Like
I am
I became
not
desensitized
surprised.
at one point,
I am
and
not
like
surprised. Yeah, this
yeah,
funeral sucks. Literally said this funeral sucks. And I know talking about funerals is probably not what people want on a Monday, but I firmly believe they should be celebrations of life, and that's what I achieved. I hope people actually clapped at the end, which I don't know if you do that at. I don't know if you do that at wakes, but I mean, my cousins you certainly did. You just sat there, everyone was just bawling their eyes out. So I wanted to be different. Meet the crystal. Isn't that beautiful? I love the crystals that she's doing. Or they're doing. Sorry, Al, I didn't mean to. Um, but,
yeah, you're good.
and you know those little cards you take that they have that to say the person's
Like with
name,
the
birth, and
saints and
death? They
stuff.
have a saying on it. Um, let me read to you what I put on mine, and this is not my quote, but it's when we lose someone we love, we must learn not to live without them, but to live with the love they leave behind. And that is what I tried to do with the whole ceremony of life was the idea that learn to live with the love, not the sad. Yeah, that's the other thing. That happened, man, dragon. That happened with my cousins. See, my cousin's funeral service was Thursday. It was all about God this, God that, and
Ugh.
very little about the family.
And
So
very
what I
little about the person.
so what I did with my mom's is my mom was a member of the Eastern Star, which is the female version of the Masons. So I let them do their thing first, which is heavily religious. And then once they were done, I did mine. That way everyone left with happy, not because after my cousins, I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that one. my my other cousins, the living ones, that they're like my brothers and sisters. They're like, okay, you got this. And what I'm gonna, where's the paper? What are you gonna read? I'm like, I'm not. I'm just gonna go up and do one take Dusty, because that's what I'm known for with the directors. When I used to do the films in the area, I was always called one take Dusty. It's same thing with my voice work. You give me something, I'll read it. I'll get it done the first try. Done. One and done, which directors love. So I just went up and I said, I'm going live. As soon as I hit the podium, I am live. And I started out with, darn, I thought I was going to be too short enough that I could hide behind this thing. And then I started out my whole, just let it out what I was feeling. So, and then everybody told me I need to be a politician. I said, no.
Yeah, I'm never good at public speaking. I literally freeze up when I have to be in front of a crowd, unless I know the people.
That's why my sisters had me do that, because one of them freezes like a deer in a headlight. The other one starts vomiting.
Me too. I almost vomited out during my
Dusty for president. Oh
my
God,
comments.
no. That would be so
Or-
terrible. I'd be standing all by four in discussions with people. We go, okay, we need to do a trade agreement. Only if we hug first. No, I'd be a terrible president. You tried
Only if you
doing
promise
just
to
going
be
no script.
really
They used to
good.
realize the things I had to say, what I intended to do. That you always second guess. As soon as I got away from that podium and Ed started making a bouquet, I was second guessing everything. And my cousins came over and one of them gave me a big hug and they gave me a second applause. They're like, you nailed it. I'm like, okay, good. Well, yeah, right now I could beat the president. I could be president right now, no problem. You were right.
Oh, easily.
I don't think anyone would vote for me though. Dusty get top desk president. You never have to drive again. So yes, Dusty for president. I can't afford a campaign. In order to win a campaign for something like that, you gotta have millions, and I don't even
Nobody
have
has that.
thousands. Oh, that's why only rich people win.
Yeah, and I hate it. I fucking hate it so much. Ugh. Anyway.
Anyway, we're not talking about that. But yeah, no. And then what I did afterwards is I had my sisters and my kids go through all the bouquets and pick out non-toxic flowers from each one to make a bouquet that's sitting behind me, which you can't see sadly. And then the rest of them, I had the funeral staff divvy up into little bunches and take them to the nursing home where my mom passed, because there's a lot of people that never get friends or anything visiting. So all those flowers are little bouquets in every single room there today.
A lot of people do that after funerals, and I think it's a wonderful way of just spreading, like, joy.
That's what I was hoping for. So I did that as well. My sisters were like, "Wow, you got this whole thing planned." I'm like, "When you guys said you're not doing anything, I treated it like when I planned your weddings." Yes, I planned both of my sisters' weddings and ran them. So, and made the flowers, all that jazz. So I did the whole thing with this. It's like, okay, you gave it to me. I'm going to run it like I do weddings and cons and everything else, because I've got so much experience in that kind of thing. I used to run cons, LARPs, you name it. So I ran a funeral. I really know you, but Benjamin. Thank you, Mandragon. Yes. What is it? Laugh silly if I go on TikTok and suddenly I see all these Dusty for presidents. No, we're not going to do that.
This is coming out really good with the line work. Oh, I just smudged it as soon as I said that. That's okay.
Isn't that the way?
Happy accidents.
Okay, yeah, Wolfie wants to buy what you're working on, wants to know how bad it would be. Well, I know to mail it to you, Wolfie, is going to be about $40 to $50 because you're in England.
Yeah.
We're just going to start with mailing will be around $40 to $50, and then, of course, the price of the artwork.
The price of the artwork, I was thinking about $40.
That's too cheap.
I was in I feel like also that I was thinking of using these as, like, donation pieces to get more money for Pride Prom.
Didn't you exceed your goal?
Yeah, but a little extra money is nice.
Well, you got to remember that you also need extra money to pay for your rent and things, so.
That is true.
Because you need to remember you as well.
Yeah.
Says the person who never does. Wolfie, I can see you glaring right now. Stop. But yeah, so there you go, Wolfie. 150, you can have that. I added more because you're lowballing yourself again now.
Well, this is a very small piece. That's why I'm just like, I think.
I'm not planning your wedding in Texas. That's insane. I had to plan the wedding in Virginia. That was so hard. What did you eat for lunch? Well, it's not lunchtime. It's only, what time is it? It's 10:51. Nobody eats lunch at 10:51. Unless you're in high school, because some of the high school shifts are that early, which is ridiculous, but that's how it is.
I hope a few more people use the donation link that I had after the stream. That would have been nice.
Some people did. Not to diss Pride Plum, but you bless your goal, shared your donation, which I assume at least a few people use. Yeah, definitely. So you've beat your expectation. Now let's get your rent paid.
Yeah, that's true.
Which reminds me, I gotta pay my rent. I haven't done it yet. I usually do that on last Friday. Last Friday I was kind of busy.
Also, I gotta make sure I have $30 for TakaCon.
Why? I thought it was free entry.
Well, it's free entry.
You're talking at the table. Yeah, I wish I was vending at that, but too late. Because I know it's not my stuff's not anime, but you never know.
Well, you can always prepare for next year.
So, but I did submit to Utica Pride, but I don't know if they'll accept me because my stuff isn't really Pride.
But you're part of the queer community. What do you mean?
I figured the merchandise has to be Pride related.
I think supporting the queer artists is more important than the merchandise itself.
I'd say too. I submitted because it's like it's one day, and as long as Rob's schedule stays the same, I have him. If not, I can grab one of the spots. Because I need to sell art. I haven't sold anything since November, and that's not good. So I'm hoping they select me.
I'm grateful about the winter because I did sell some things during the winter.
Last time I sold stuff was when you had the ice cold show. That's what I'm gonna
Ice
call it.
cold snow?
Yeah, because the room was ice cold.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was absolutely dog
I'm gonna
shit.
I'm gonna call that the ice cold show because that was so frigid. I had to wear gloves and stuff inside. So,
That was like ridiculous.
oh, you definitely would perform here, but you cannot. You gotta take care of your heart there. But yeah, so
It would have been amazing for getting live music at the Pride events.
well, the Utica one usually does. They usually because I went. Well, actually, that was the MVC. I've never been to this one because now it's at someplace called Utica University. I didn't even know there was such a thing. So I gotta find where that is, but looking forward to it because I like the one I went to at NVCC. That was very nice. We went last year and the kids liked it. They each got a flag in their spectrum, so they were excited about that.
That's sweet.
So yeah, there was a vendor handing them out for free as long as you were willing to say what you were. So
Was that the Oneida Pride Association, probably?
I think so.
Yeah, they're really good people.
They are. It's because of all the Pride events and stuff, and hanging out with the bookstore and stuff is why I finally came out as bisexual, demisexual, and gender fluid because I felt safe to do so. I finally told my family that during the funeral stuff, tried to explain why you need to call me Dusty, and I was still told we're always going to call you by your birth name. So I gave up on
Ugh.
that. It's funny because if I was gay, they would accept it because we do have a gay family member and they call them by their chosen name. But because they don't consider me gay, even though I am queer, they won't do it.
That's so annoying.
It
That's
is.
so annoying.
And
What the fuck?
I don't understand why. And the two people that actually accepted me as Dusty, sadly, I buried on Thursday and Friday. So I'm like, that part bothered me, but enough of my family. We should talk more about you.
Oh boy, putting me on the hot spot. I don't usually talk about myself often enough. That's the thing. So it's like always like, what do I do besides like paint and go work at the Y and take care of kids and stuff like that. I don't know how I'm doing what I'm doing. And I don't know how I've been making it work for the past like 7 months with like living on my own and making artwork and trying my best to put a placeholder in the world for all my stuff.
See,
and organize events.
that's beautiful though. To work with kids and watch them grow up. That's just beautiful. It's okay that you scoot away after events. Now, if I was there, I would just talk to the people for you.
Oh, for like, Corey over here?
Yep. Corey used to perform at events, but he always scooted away after.
I don't blame him. I always scoot after events too because like I'm just so exhausted.
The more I talk to people, the more I get energy from them because I'm an empath if they're in a good mood. So I could stay at events and talk to people for hours as long as everyone's happy. So
yeah,
which is why when I did the live steel fighting, I got paid more than the guys because the guys would fight and just sit there and do some pictures with the crowd. That's it. But I would just start talking to the crowd and having a ball with them. So I was the face. I miss those days.
Yeah, usually I'm doing prep work like hours before the actual event. So by the time that the event's over, I'm like super tired and like also from running around making sure everybody's like okay and running my own like booth as well.
That's exactly what I used to do at the live steel and the LARPs, but because I feed off energy being an empath, I can keep going. My poor husband and children will fade away and disappear on me, but I'll be still going. I'm having a great time. So, I'm weird. I'm an empath that just feeds off good energy.
Yeah, I get overstimulated with all the energy put
Oh, no.
together, so
Oh, that's
yeah.
okay. That's okay. That can actually stay. Try to create something that doesn't exist. That's harder. You're gonna deliver. What service would you be looking at? Oh, what is our best international service to get over there? DHL? That's
Probably.
or I think UPS does it as well. Yeah, Wolfie's totally serious about buying that. Just so you know.
Oh damn. Well, we'll figure it out together, I guess, because I've never really sent anything overseas.
I've
And
only
like
sent. I've only
you
sent
and
postcards.
yeah, you
So,
and one other person I'm working on a commission for, Gertie. I haven't
yep.
seen Gertie in a hot minute.
No,
Oh, I
Gertrude
miss
hasn't
her.
showed up in my stuff either. What
I
happened to
hope she's
Gertrude?
doing okay. I'm gonna have to message her and double
Check.
check if she's doing okay.
Good idea. Because it's
I
like
have my
I've
phone
been sitting on
nearby.
4 paintings that are supposed to go to Germany because he was going to visit, but now that they're harassing people, he's not going to visit. So I'm trying to figure out how to get his stuff to him.
That's not who I wanted. I'm just quickly gonna message Gertie.
That's a good idea because Gertrude usually pops into my stuff too, and I haven't seen Gertrude. Make sure Gertrude's okay because there's been a lot of bad going on, sadly. But we are going to make everyone's lives happy by painting. Oh, FedEx is good. Okay, so there you go. FedEx is an option, Al. They did. I didn't know FedEx goes over there. So that would be the wing. That would be the wing. I don't know if we got enough space between the eyeball and the beak yet. The head's too squatty. We'll find out. Let's start fleshing out the beak and see. Because if the eye's here and it comes across, the beak should start
It's like
about
40 international.
easily.
Are we still able to like bring stuff out of the United States?
Yeah. And because you're not, it's not it's all going to be sold over here. So we don't have to, you're not a big company, so you have to worry about the tariffs. So
Okay.
I'm jealous though.
'Cause
Wolfie's never wanted any of my art. See how you want, Wolfie?
Well, which piece are you like looking at anyway? The rainbow one or the small one over here?
I'll do the trans one.
I can make a bigger trans one.
Yeah, Wolfie says they'll talk about it. See, when you go to send it, let me know, and maybe I can slide a print in for Wolfie on top.
Oh yeah, easily. We
Cut
should
a
just
shroom.
make a care package if we're really gonna send
Yeah.
something to Wolfie.
And we gotta find a postcard. Do they still have postcards over the floor? We throw that in there.
That'd be cute.
So let me know when you do this, and I'll help you with this one. Because Wolfie has been my dear friend for how many years now? Oh. Without Wolfie, I wouldn't even have 2 stream teams, I don't think. Oh.
Wolfie's like one of the MVPs. She's really great.
Big time, because like when I found out about Mom and stuff, I didn't have anyone to talk to, and Wolfie immediately, because Rob was at work and stuff, so Wolfie immediately put me in a call and let me talk. So that's the nice thing about having international friends. If everyone else is busy, there's always the international friends that are just off work, So I could never have gotten through everything I've done for the last 3 days without Wolfie going, okay, let's talk. Okay, let's play. Okay. What are you doing right now? And I feel like she'll be doing that because the rest of this week too, because silence, when I'm not on stream and Rob's at work, the silence can get to me. But yeah, Wolfie is like my little sister.
Too wide. Yellow. Let me fix that.
Pops keeps threatening to adopt Wolfie, but I'm like, Wolfie's in another country. You can't do that.
Well, we need to adopt us first off. Please save us
Yes,
from
we
this
have Baldur's
country.
Gate 3 tonight. Actually, Wolfie, can you reach out to Lavish and make sure Lavish is going to be there? Because if Lavish is not there, we can do Core Keeper. But can you reach out to Lavish for me and see how Lavish is feeling? Because Lavish got a lot of teeth work done, and he might be hurting.
Oofa.
Yeah.
My birthday twin recently got all 4 of her wisdom teeth taken out, and there was like a high chance that like they would have broke her jaw. And the most that happened is that her jaw got dislocated, which is kind of normal for the par. And Nikki has like a special thing about her, which makes her like joints kind of weird, where
Yeah.
she can dislocate like parts of her body and then pop them back in.
My son does that. It's unnerving.
It do be what it do be, but also stop. Yeah.
First time he
Why
showed me when he was
potato?
little, he's like, Mom, my arm's broken. I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, no, pops it back in. I'm like, what did you just do? Yeah. It's fun watching that kind of person grow up because they do bad things that make you, yeah.
Azora, hello.
I got my Zora here. Zora's another one that's been reaching out, making sure I'm okay every day, and I greatly appreciate that. I didn't put enough gap between the eyeball and the beak, did I? No, I did not, because the eyeball's there. The beak should start.
Yeah, Quiet Potato and Hunter and Kyle and Jam were really great people to play with on Repo, and if you haven't yet, definitely give Hunter the Claw a follow.
Follow Hunter already. Hunter pops into our stream sometimes too, and I try to pop into theirs, but it's hard because a lot of times it's the same time as mine. So,
Yeah.
and my PC
tried my-
does not handle doing that.
Yeah. I don't know how my PC is still kicking, like, with all the stuff that I put on, because, like, I have you on my screen.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Gotta check out your favorite peeps. Well, I feel honored. I was like, that's one thing that overwhelmed me on the day of my mom's funeral. I didn't expect the outpouring of other streamers. Every time I looked at my phone, there was a message from someone, and it was like, holy shit. And it helped. It helped. So, I love the streamer community. They're so
I love
full
the
of
streamer
good people.
community. I love my local community. I never thought I would be part of something so wonderful.
I am jealous of your local community. I will fully admit it, because I don't have that.
I worked so hard. I was in a flower dungeon for so long, and I'm very grateful that I was born with my grandpa's charisma, because I feel like that's half of the reason why I have so many friends that
That's
I
the
do
thing.
have.
I had a huge local community, and then COVID hit, and almost all of them moved. They're almost all in Pennsylvania. So I went from this
Goddamn.
huge group of people that I used to do fighting with to Fang's still here, thankfully. So that's why we went to the bookstore hoping to meet people, and then the tornado took care of that. So we're like, how do we meet people when there's we don't do the sword fighting anymore, and we don't do anything. So local, I've got you and Petrie and Fang, and most of my community is online because they moved, but they still keep in touch.
Well, I guess it's just a different perspective of like, maybe your community just changed from being local to the online community. Like one thing, I feel like it balances itself out, but like you kind of don't realize it yet. But also you also have that feeling of needing a community in person, and that's like the pain that you feel right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I do love my online. My found family gets me through everything, which is why my Discord is so needed. I went and grabbed a lot of people that I used to talk to online or not online, in person, and I made the Discord with them, and it's been growing ever since. Because my found family, I talk to and see more than anyone because I can go online. We can turn on our webcams or just use speaker, and I don't feel like I'm alone anymore. Which is good because that's what got me through. Because every day one of them would call and check on me. I don't know if they made a schedule or what. Because sometimes it was Wolfie, sometimes it was DJ, sometimes it was Cat, sometimes it was Raven. You know, it just everybody. So the people that say online isn't real are full of malarkey. Because without them, I could never gotten through last week.
Hey, not to sidetrack, but you literally told me to remind you of my commission when you were streaming. Okay, fair. Yeah. You know,
Commission, what
let me
commission?
finish this rock here, and then I can at least get started on the Mojo Doja Casa home.
What?
There, it's in the corner now, so I can't
Doja
ignore it.
Casa? What is a Mojo Dojo?
We're gonna have to watch the Barbie movie sometime, Dusty. I don't know what to tell you. At some point, probably this spring, after your birthday, we're gonna watch the Barbie movie.
I am okay with this.
Mega Mike, please, acquire, the Barbie movie somehow, some way. We'll have a movie night at my place or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I can even do during the day because, you know, I don't have to have the hubby with me.
That's fair, but I need Mega Mike if we're gonna watch anything in particular.
Definitely need a bath after Easter because Dad wants to do a lot more moving mom stuff, so my hand's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you can come the day after if you want.
Monday?
Yeah, I just need to triple check. I don't know where my planner is. But
Triple check,
wait,
'cause
it's in my backpack.
Don't schedule something without checking because you have such a big packed schedule.
I hate that I have a pack schedule, but it is what it is. Let's see what's going on in one day. Hello, the Casa House is for you, Mike. Yup. Hello, Light Alchemist.
Let's see. Calendar.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
have
double
work
checking
on
Monday, too.
so
Monday is Easter Monday is all it says on my calendar. So yeah, you tell me a good
Yeah.
time and I'll show up.
And then on the 28th, I'm assuming that's another coffee and cocoa.
That weekend's gonna be so crazy because I got the Anime Con, I have an 8-hour birthday stream, and then coffee and cocoa and Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, no, when you know a good time for the bath, let me know and I'll pop in at that time.
Yeah, like basically any time on Monday because I don't have anything going on.
All right, I'll let you know then, because I know I meet with my co-author, but we usually stop around 10:30, 11. Because this time my hands are hurt because every time my twin and my older sister literally did all the work. They just would show me stuff and go, "What do you think about this?" Because they're actually respecting my hand pain now, which is amazing.
We love the progression of character development.
It took them hanging out with me and watching because they
You
didn't
want to
believe.
do anything after your stream, Al? I have work at 4. Spring is so dang busy. Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't mind
I'm
if you
sick,
come
so I
over
can't see you.
afterwards.
I did. If I wasn't sick, I'd say, "Hey, I'm available." But I think after this, I'll just go crash on the couch until time to stream Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, anybody's welcome, as long as they don't care that at some point while I'm hanging out, I'm taking a shower, because holy hell, do I need to wash my fucking hair.
Yeah, actually, I should do that. Yeah, I should do that. Oh, you did! I can't wait to see.
It's just a little
That's
touch up,
what
so
I'm
that
supposed
way
to talk
I
to you
didn't get the
about.
ick.
Knew I forgot
What's
to
up?
talk to you about something. we've decided, even though it's a lot of budget, it's time for my tattoo. So
Uh-huh.
I need to talk to you about maybe going with me and picking a place and holding my hand and
Oh, easily. Say less. I know a couple people.
so let me know because I've been trying to get a tattoo since I had cancer, and now that mom died, as Rob put it, I really need to get my acorn and leaf done. So yeah, we need to do set that up because you know people, I don't.
I
And it's just black line work is all I want. So, but I want it to
I
be pretty.
manifested I manifested the tattoo friends that I always wanted when I was in high school.
So yeah, when you have time, I don't. As Rob put it, we know we don't have the budget for it, but it needs to be done.
Save put aside at least 150 because most of my friends have a shot minimum of 80 to 100. What? Milano! Mila! Thanks for the raid, love! How are you?
And
How was
no,
your art stream?
and no, Wolfie's neighbors have not moved out yet. They're in the process. But hi, Milan.
I hope you are doing fantastic today.
Oh, Milan's a sweetie.
Mm-hmm. Mila, we gotta have another like collab sometime.
Gotta try that again sometime. But hi, Milana. Actually, I should wave here. Hi. Only
You
my
are
art's
such
on
a
that
gift.
side, not me. I keep forgetting. Oh.
Well, for those who don't know me, hi, I am Witch Among the Flowers. You can call me Witch, you can call me Al, just don't call me late for dinner. I'm a variety streamer that mostly does art, but sometimes you can see me play games. And my schedule is very sporadic because I have ADHD and I'm crazy.
And the other voice is Dustiria. I'm Dusty. I'm also a disabled streamer, and I do play games, and my schedule is actually listed because I am anal that way.
There are two types of people, two types of streamers.
There are, and we know that I am definitely anal.
Also, thank you for the lurk. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Milano. Thank you for rating Al.
I am definitely late in the brain. You got that right. I'm at least 5 years um late in the brain.
Late in the brain. Yeah, the eyeball is too close, so we're gonna pretend this eyeball was never made, and we're gonna back it up.
Thank goodness this line art is taking me 900 years. But it's coming out like a rock.
It is beautiful. It is. Every time I watch your art, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that. And Rob's like, no, you paint your own art that you have not got rid of, and two, you're saving for a tattoo.
That's a mood. That's a
So,
whole mood.
but yeah, Lavish is in idle mode. Oh my goodness, there's Pink Panda. Hi, Pink Panda. I'm sick, but I'm doing things. So, yeah, eyeball wrong place definitely. So,
I already
well,
thought of 4 people that would be perfect for your tattoo
oh good,
automatically.
because we have enough saved for that. It's because we're already cutting quarters. We don't. We just need it. So I just need a time where you're available and they're available, and we can do the thing.
Well, how do you feel about uh what's the word? Let me think of the word for a second in my brain. A prospecting artist that has been that she just started work. They just started tattooing. I'd say around last year, around this time, give or take. And she's done the one tattoo. Well, I have a bunch of people that you can see on my arm. You see my arm tattoos.
Seen your own tattoos.
I'm also thinking, well, what's a place that's not too far away? And Red Raven would be one of the choices that I would pick. At
I,
that point, it's
I
just picking between
I have
Or
seen a lot of Red Raven because I follow their Insta,
yeah.
and they do have some gorgeous stuff they've done. Because being black and white, it's I know that it's I want it to be done, so it looks. I just don't know what the acorns should look like, but that's what the artist does, right?
At that point, it's just picking the style. So there's two people that I'm thinking of on the top of my head that do really good black and white that would probably be closer to the style that I think you would be into. I mean, you've seen my tarot card one here,
Yeah.
and then you've seen my katana. So
Leaf is gorgeous.
this leaf was done by Ray from Alien,
Okay.
from Karma Ink Tattoos. That one is one of my favorites too.
But yeah, no, we could go to Red Raven, but I know you're very busy, but that's something I would like to do because Rob says
I
that
will I will put time aside just to go
because Rob
live
says that it
vicariously.
yeah, because Rob says it's time to do that. I've been wanting it for over 7 years, and it's going to be my birthday present from him. So we just gotta find a place. We don't have to do it by my birthdays. I know you're busy, but just keep that in mind when you have time. We need to do that. I'll cover it with a couple videos here and there because I know people like Wolfie will be very. I want to know what's going on. Follow this. So, because my cousins only recommend places in Syracuse, which are really nice because it's where they, one of my cousins has tattoos, but it's like I don't know if I want to go all the way up to Syracuse. Utica's a way closer.
Apparently, during my stream, the police was called 4 times at my apartment.
What?
My apartment complex.
Now?
No, last Saturday.
Oh, last Saturday. What is with your apartment complex? You've had so much go on there.
Yeah, and I never noticed anything. That's weird.
That means you got better soundproofing?
Either that or I'm just not paying it. Well, I'm on the 4th floor on the farther side of the building.
Yeah, so you're not. So if it's stuff that happens on the front, you won't even know.
Yeah, I think that's the downside of with having south-facing windows is that I don't get to see the T outside my window.
I think that's the upside. Yeah.
I
Can you
mean,
imagine how noisy it would be on your mic if you had all that going on?
that is true, but also I have the busy road in front of me too.
Yeah, I know you do. That's why we said we at one point I think we typed, "Hey, we're waving at you as we go by."
Oh
You
shoot!
didn't
I was
dusty
supposed
dash
to.
because I heard you had coffee while we were out. So I'm like, okay, don't need to dusty dash. You're good.
Let me send a couple of Instagrams. Also, I want to at one point do a digital art of have you seen the stupid AI fucking action figures?
So bad, and people do.
I wanna do one myself within my style,
That'd be
and I might just be
fantastic.
yeah. I'm thinking of being very like extra and making it part of my branding of like an action figure of my
I don't want you to do
YouTuber.
me. I can't afford it though. Wolfie wants to
I
know if you have
wish.
the option to move down. Can you move downstairs or are you stuck on the 4th floor is what she's asking.
I don't know if I want to move downstairs because that means I would be on the road, the sidewalk thing.
I think where your set is, I think you got a good spot myself.
Yeah, I love my spot at the end of the day.
But yeah, no, if you make action figures, I kind of want one. Move in with Dusty. My apartment's too tiny. Actually, no, downstairs isn't. You want a 3-bedroom apartment that's only gonna be like $875 a month? It's gonna be
Honestly,
available.
that was a tempting idea. That was very tempting for a moment, but
And you get a whole backyard too. Add a deck. The 1st floor has that too, and it's a big yard.
Mega Mike, Mega Mike.
because you can reach out to my landlord before he even rents it to anyone else, and you could actually move in below me. And that comes
That
with a
is
full, and there's a full basement. The basement's awkward to get into, but there's a full basement for storage if you need it. Big yard. We only, big deck. Parking enough for 4 cars. Hi, Chizzy. So yeah, if you seriously, if you want something like that, that's about to come available, and it's a 3 bedroom, which is something I wish we could have. But if we move, our rent goes up. Because how my landlord works is, whatever your price is, it stays there until you leave.
that's a thing. That
I'm
is
not,
indeed a thing.
but in exchange, you have to fix things that go wrong in the house that's minor,
Hmm.
and you have to mow the lawn. The first floor has to mow the lawn, and of course shoveling and stuff like that. But Rob helps with shoveling and stuff. We'd help with mowing too. So, but yeah, basically, as long as you do small maintenance, and the reason why that's wonderful is, my rent hasn't changed in the last 7 years, and you know how rent has changed in 7 years.
Yeah, it's been
Yep,
absolute dog shit.
need to go get your my bad of random goods. Go. How you doing, Chizzy? You doing good? But yeah, so if seriously, if you guys want to have a 3 bedroom below me, let me know and I can give you my landlord's number and you can call and say, hey, I know Dusty's neighbors are moving out. Well, actually use my birth name because they don't know. Yes, you can pin me. And you just say, the address that the neighbors are getting ready to move out and you would be interested in moving in. Doesn't like
I mean,
texts, but he can take them. He's very old school.
I love where I live.
I know you love where
Obviously.
you live, but how would you like a place where the pipes don't go boom?
Yeah, seriously.
And I can guarantee you, your neighbors upstairs are really good. That's the one thing that the downstairs neighbor said. They're sad they're leaving because it's like they live alone because they don't hear us. We're so quiet.
Oh god, I'd be one of those loud neighbors. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh, because you know when I stream, so you'd be, and where I stream is above the main bedroom, so it should work.
Just becomes a streamer house.
Yeah, and oh yeah, the yard would be very nice for your dog. It's not fenced in though, but it's a good size yard. I'm just looking for his phone number while I'm thinking about it. People can watch me do that. There it
And
is.
honey, you'd still be closer to me. Kind of.
What you do is you both move in downstairs. There's 3 bedrooms. Each one of you have a bedroom.
Well, the thing is that I'm still kind of like, I need a little more time living on my own before I make the big jump.
Gotcha.
Also, the fact that
It's a
the
3
cards
then.
told me to wait. The cards told me to wait and think about it first. Otherwise, I need to.
I should
The
have you
thing
do a
is
reading
that I
of
need to
me.
do my own independence, and I need to learn how to be able to have a strong foundation for myself
That is
and
very true.
not rely too heavily on my partner.
No,
Even
that
though,
is true. But this would.
yeah,
I understand that. I was just thinking how much it would save you money wise. That's all.
that's the biggest thing, and that's
Because if
the
you guys
only.
split everything in half, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, and it's like it's a better deal. The neighborhood is literally where Milo and Dan live.
So I
You're
can
on
be
for
told, but I never. I'm told they're actually really close to me, but I have no idea really much about them.
yeah. They live close by. I'm not gonna dox them. I almost doxed both parties by accident, and I'm like, wait. We don't want that.
Mike's got it. The unknown ETC. We both really want to get the hell out of Texas. Doctor told me they could
Whoa.
knock me out and transport serve the electric building with how much crap I have. That is the problem, Corey. Moving's hard.
Yeah, moving is a pain.
But I like the neighborhood. The only problem with my neighborhood is the yellow house. The yellow house is obnoxiously noisy. We had to protest them once during the Black Lives Matter. But their noisy isn't often. It's like, once every, month or so they'll be yelling. Other than that, this neighborhood is really quiet, which is why Rob works from home and it works really well. The neighbors do have chickens, so the chickens can get a little noisy sometimes, but it's chickens.
Chickens get
But
rid of fucking ticks, so they can wander wherever the fuck they want.
because the neighbors are on the neighbors to both we have neighbors on each side of us that are sweet. The old gentleman will help me when he sees I'm shoveling. The other side, their whole yard is garden, and they give us produce in exchange for the stuff that we grow at our side. We're all very friends. The other side of the street, people move in and out, so it's hard to say. But so the sketchy stuff is on 3rd Street, as far as I can tell. Not my street. Off chance you'd hear me recording. But yeah, no. I wish Corey you could move in down there. But you are all the way in Texas. But yeah, I would love to have a neighbor that I know.
Well, not my partner would be like the perfect candidate, honestly.
So, and the only thing I ask is that normally he does not allow dogs, but if it's a therapy mental health dog, he does. So, wait a minute. How bad is power, heat, internet? If you don't mind me asking, internet. I do high speed internet, so it's 79 because it's Spectrum. The heat power and heat, I do the what do you call it, the budget plan where you do every month, and I pay 175 a month for that all year round to make it so it's not one big clump. So I don't mind. I'm an open book. I can tell you everything I pay for. So but yeah, here at Spectrum, and yeah, it's $79 a month for the high speed, because we have to do one of the higher speeds because we have so many people on the internet here.
I wonder if your landlord would make an exception for Tito, though, because he's a small dog.
Yeah, because usually he says no to dogs. He says no to pets unless they're therapy animals, or you prove that you've been a good. Because like, the reason why I have cats, it might. What I would do, Mike, is since he's not an emotional therapy dog, which almost every dog is these days, I would basically say you're being recommended by the upstairs neighbor. He uses my birth name, so I'll text you my birth name because I don't like using it. And say that I don't mind that you have a dog below me. That might help because your dog isn't a barker, right? Because if it's a barker, this might not work because Rob works from home.
He's not like a barker. He's usually really good about it, isn't he? I mean, once in a while he makes weird noises that make it sound like Mega Mike has a broken car, but that's when he's in the car.
Yeah, because basically, it comes down to Rob works from home. He's working right now for Easy Pass. We cannot have a dog barking all the time because that would get us in trouble with his job. He would get fired. So as long as it's not
stupid. That's stupid.
Because
that's really dumb.
No, it's not, because the idea they're trying to hide the fact that people work from home for some reason, so they have to have an absolute quiet workspace. So that's why Rob works in the bedroom, which is over their kitchen, but they work during the day, so it's nice and quiet. But yeah, no, as long as he's not a barker, you could say that I know you, I vouch for you, and I don't mind your dog, as long as you clean up the poo, which the neighbors do not.
Oh, Mega Mike is really good about that.
I hate stepping in it. And you work from home as well.
Like...
That's the okay, good. So basically, you could just say, my birthday said that the downstairs neighbor movie. I'm interested in your apartment. I she's okay. Her family is. I work from home just like they work from home, so we can all get along fine, and the dog will be there. And you don't mind. I don't mind that there's a dog because the neighbors have a German Shepherd that's a therapy dog, and the thing is, they actually it took it 2 years, but they finally trained it to not bark all the time. But they just don't pick up the poop all winter, so now it's everywhere. And they're working on cleaning it up because I complained, but you know how that works.
Yeah, Mega Mike is a good bean, and well, he's definition good bean without a doubt. Like, he does so much good. He
So,
volunteers and he like
oh
donates
no,
blood, and then he goes out of his way for strangers.
no, I
Like,
I, I adore Mike. I know that he would be a perfect neighbor for us. And with him working from home, Rob working from home. Technically, I work from home because this streaming is my job. You know that works because we could literally tell each other our schedules, so we know when to be respectful of when they're working and stuff. Which is something I can't do with the neighbors right now because they're like, no, I have to have people over. So, but they've learned to which rooms they can be in and be extremely noisy and not interfere with stuff, which is kind of cool. It took a while. Hybrid from home. Can't really confirm how Tito is when you're away. Haven't had any noise complaint. Kind of old. Don't think she's the best at hearing. Well, it all depends on where Tito is, because if you could block off the kitchen where Rob is, because my mic won't pick up anything. I've got the expensive headset. You block off the kitchen when if you're not home, so Tito's not barking underneath him. It's fine because the soundproofing seems to work. As long you only hear whoever's underneath you directly, unless you start doing power drills, which the neighbor did the other day. I'm like, why are you doing drilling and hammering? What are you doing? You're moving. Why are you building? So,
well, we can also soundproof the downstairs too.
good though. You really don't need to. We just schedule. Okay, Rob is working and above your kitchen these hours. Please be quiet. After that, have a party. And my streaming, as long as you're not going crazy in the bedroom, which I'm not gonna question if you do or don't, but as long as you don't while I'm streaming, you're fine. So
I don't think I'm usually that loud of a streamer because I'm too paranoid that I'm a bad neighbor and the neighbors will complain. But I've never had, you know.
when they literally said that they can't even tell that family of four lives here, I was like, that's cool. So originally I wanted to move downstairs, the kids share a room, but he said the rent would immediately go up if I did.
That's dumb.
Because it's a new apartment.
I still think it's dumb.
So we're gonna stay with the kids in 2 bed and share in a room. They're good with it. They've been doing it for 7 years now. Yeah, that's exactly it. Bad neighbors don't worry about being bad neighbors. That's very true. And it would be nice to be able to use the yard because we want to sit out and just enjoy the yard. And they always have huge parties of strangers. So we've never been able to sit out in the yard. We have our little garden in the front, but we've never been able to sit. If Mike was here, we'd be able to actually sit out in the yard in the shade on nice days because people you invite over, I would know. That'd be cool. Love to see what happens. I'm lucky. The only reason why I have 2 cats is because I've lived here 7 years and proved I'm a good, tenant.
I'm manifesting for everybody at this point. I'm like,
that would be awesome. That would be so amazing. Because our neighbors are so bad that the landlord would literally go, okay, I gotta think from codes. I know it's not you. What is the neighbors actually doing? Can you go look? They get codes called on them every year from the mess they make in the yard. And then one year they installed a pool that was totally illegal.
Oh.
They got so mad that they were told to take it down. It was funny. I have rights. I have rights. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the nice thing is I have a little vegetable garden in the front and a little flower garden in the back. But he allows gardening. If you want to build a garden, you can have a garden, Mike. You know, the yard is big. I would just like the ability to sit out in the back sometime.
Do it for Tito.
So. Because we're supposed to share the backyard, but when there's 30 people you don't know in the backyard, it just doesn't feel comfortable. So I don't use the yard. Other than
Megan
the
Mike's
little,
usually good about things, so
other than the garden that actually, Ella, I think I showed you the garden last year, didn't I? The little
You
tiny
did.
garden in the front yard. It works.
It's very nice. I
There's some
like it.
flowers in the front yard, but I just don't have the money. Because there's a section that's hard to mow, and it'd be wonderful to just replace it with like creeping phlox. It'd be better for the bees, but money.
Money do be a big factor in a lot of things.
And the other nice thing is, Rob used to be a maintenance person, so if something does go wrong, as long as it's not electrical, he can help fix it. So.
Well, I hope everything works out well. Now that we talked about it, like I'm manifesting here.
Because I don't know if it'll actually happen.
But it would be nice if it did.
Oh my god, yes.
When are your neighbors gonna move out anyway?
Because then if say I'm expecting a package, I could literally go, Mike, I have to go help my dad today. Can you keep a lookout for a package? It would be so nice. Not having to worry about stuff getting stolen. That would be
Seriously,
so cool.
yeah. Yeah, and it'd just be nice if
Yeah, because I'm in the little. We don't have many Italians left, but it's like my neighbor that moved in on one side that does all gardens. His English is kind of poor. I think he's from Mexico. I'm not positive because his English is poor, but he is the world's sweetest man. We just talk mostly with gestures, you know. And then the one on the other side, he is just a wonderful retired gentleman that just is just very sweet to talk to. And he was shocked the first time I said hello because normally people because we're mostly duplexes on this side of Little Italy. It's people he doesn't know. He's like, you just said hello? I'm like, yeah. So, very nice gentleman. He's just shocked when people actually notice him. I don't know why. So. Avoid yellow
cool
house.
Little Italy side of Rome is a mood. Yeah.
That's where I live. Petrie's been here a couple times to pick me up. Like what I was envisioning in my book. Did I ever tell you how this character ended up in the first book?
I think I do remember. But tell the audience.
Tell the audience? Okay, well, I was writing the first book with my co-author, and she was playing on TikTok, you know, and I knew she was, but she was trying to hide it. So at one point, she's scrolling through TikTok. I know what she's doing. She's not in my house, by the way. She's in New Mexico, but I know she's doing that, and she's not paying attention. So I just went out of the blue. I'm like, so I'm going to put a flying penguin in the scene. She's like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. I'm going to have it flying around the room. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Ignored me completely. So I actually wrote the flying penguin in there. It goes to the editor, comes back, and the editor goes, I really love the little flying penguin in that one scene. And my co-author goes, you did what? I'm like, sorry, TJ. Flying penguin is a thing.
Oopsie.
But because I really enjoyed the character with this flying penguin, I decided that the novella, because how this works is she comes up with the plot for the books, I do the novella, but we write them together. It's just it's easier for us this way because I do the YA, and so I'm like, you know what? I really like Malik. Why don't we write a story about how he got a flying penguin? So, and this is Eclipse's flying penguin. So, all because of a joke because she wasn't paying attention one day. And I threw it in the book. Because, don't ignore me. That's all I can say. I will do things. Shenanigan.
Shenaniganolins. We did tell them. And I am back. I have a sandwich, flapjack, and meat pie, and extra stuff for like $3.20. That's not bad.
Meat pie sounds amazing, but what is a sandwich flapjack? Because here, flapjacks are pancakes. I'm confused. I know what I'm having to eat later.
I'm gonna have corned beef.
I'm just gonna fall asleep and be woke up with food under my nose.
As it usually goes.
Yeah, when I'm sick, either Iron or Rob, the husband, will wake me up and can me food and then tell me to go back to sleep. Because the more you sleep, the better you get.
It is true.
Yesterday
Sleep is one of the best medicines.
Yesterday, I think I slept 12 hours.
That sounds so idyllic.
Normally, I sleep 5 to 6. I can't do more because my subconscious wakes me up going, we need to do these things, or it's a bad dream. But when I'm sick, opposite happens. Don't worry, streams will still happen. I have 7 this week, which is unheard of.
That's good, though.
I usually do 4, so hopefully this doesn't become too taxing, but that's 7.
Dusty, what's your opinion on sponsors?
I love a sponsor, but you have to be big. The little sponsor deals that you can get are mostly scams, or they're not really a sponsor. Like they'll say, hey, I'll give you this, drink. You just have to drink it on stream, but you get it for free. That's not a sponsor. That's just getting a gift. A sponsor pays you.
Yeah.
And I only average 6, so I don't think I'll ever get a sponsor, sadly. I'm too tiny. And because I only do 4 streams a week, usually 2 hours, I'm not going to grow to partner. In order to become a partner, you have to stream hours a day, every day. And I can't physically do that. Do you have a sponsor wanting to help you, Elle? Because I know your numbers have gotten better.
No, I just got those weird emails that's like, consider getting a sponsor. Because of the numbers that I did on Saturday.
Emails you get are going to be scams.
Yeah.
A true sponsor will email you their name of the company and a contact and say that they want to discuss it with you. If it just says consider getting sponsors, that's a scam.
Well, it's coming straight from Twitch, so that's why I'm just like, huh.
Yeah, Twitch now has sponsors, yeah. But if you take a look, the same ones you get on Stream Elements, it's it's like the HelloFresh. You could sell HelloFresh if so many people use your code, you get paid so much money. It's that kind of thing. Twitter, yeah. The Twitter the sponsors that they're doing are legit, but the catch is it's literally, hi, I'm Dusty, I love HelloFresh, if you use my code I get a percentage. So you gotta have a bunch of people use the code to get the money to pay you, and if you're only got 6 people watching and one of them does it, you're lucky if you get 50 cents. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah. Lemon Cat
got 3 subs this month. Thank you.
Woo!
Lemon has been recovering, and hopefully you're doing better, Lemon. How are you? But yeah, I've got the emails too for the sponsors. Because when I took a look, I don't know if you use Stream Elements. They're almost the same exact things. So.
Yeah, because one of them was AFK Arena, and I'm like, oh, let me get back into AFK Arena.
But yeah,
Up.
they're legit, but they're not true sponsors, where you're actually getting a lot a steady pay, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it
Does
looks
that make
like there are
sense?
campaigns too, so you would have to place them for long hours.
Yep, some of them are. Because like let me go into my because you can see your sponsors when you don't have to go into your email. They actually show them to you on where was it? I can't remember because I saw them on my stream. So, but yeah, the sponsors are real, but they're not going to give you the money you're looking for. 'Cause they're not paying you a price. They're paying you if people buy whatever it is. Doing better, have a lot of drama, even past almost dying. Yeah, won't get into it, history, but you're alive. Well, you told me some of it. You told me some of it in DMs. So you're always welcome to DM me and talk to me about stuff. I know I've been dealing with some deaths in the family, but doesn't mean I can't listen to you as well. But I am glad that you didn't die and you are here. So, but yeah, I'm excited though. Anna's gonna help me get a tattoo.
I already sent you 2 links, by the way.
Oh, did you? Let me look.
Yeah,
What did I make
those
fun
are
of
the 2 people that I would think of for black and white. But the other one is a more prospecting one and definitely needs more practice. So
I don't
you would be a perfect candidate.
want to be practiced though. This is a really important tattoo, and I want it to look right.
Well, have you seen my tattoo of the weird bird-looking creature that I have?
Oh wow, the Steven one you sent me definitely does what I'm looking for. I mean, look at that. Wow, that's the line work I'm looking for. The very first one you sent me.
Yeah, that would be like first person I would think of. The second person is she's really good with her hand. She isn't heavy. I just think that she needs more people to be able to tattoo, and she's up there with the talent that's in Red Raven.
Okay. Because I
So it's
want.
not necessarily practice. It's just you
I
know.
understand. Yeah, I can't wait to see your new model, Zora. And I'm glad your elbow's doing better.
But Steven would
Thank you for the
probably be your
follow.
best guess.
Did a concept over streamer try to figure out what he means by too sharp. Weird. But yeah, no, either one, just I'm literally just looking for an acorn with a leaf, like the oak leaf attached to it. That's it. Nothing fancy. Just that. Cuz I used to be a dryad for 12 years in Dagger Battle games. So it's a nod to that, but it's also a nod to I have survived cancer, 29 years of abuse, all kinds of things, and every acorns grow the strongest oaks. So I think acorn symbolizes me very well and all my struggles and triumphs. So, yep. Whenever you have time, I want to do that. It's
Yeah,
time.
I also messaged one of the tattoo artists for you just ahead of time.
That's fine.
The one that you saw, that you really, the one that you definitely can see their art and their black and white.
Yeah, that lineup was beautiful, but either one is just, this is something that I need to do.
Yeah.
Tough as a nut. Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, you just gotta look at that little corn. Oak trees that withstand, hundreds of years. It's just amazing. And I'm like that acorn. I was trapped for so long and I'm finally out. That's what I wanted. I know it's probably weird, but that's how I look at it. I'm finally, growing strong. If you ignore my cold. So I should be able to get the swan
that
wing
was
to fit
quick.
here. What was quick?
Yeah, the Steven.
Oh, he responded. Awesome. I have a calendar. I can tell you what's good for me. But yeah, no, it's just when you survive unknown cancer, 29 years of all kinds of abuse, and then you end up having to, deal with the loss of your mom, and of course the disability be denied, but still surviving with my disability and stuff. I really think it's time. Sad talk. Back to the penguin trying to figure out where a swan wing is going. Yes, when I decided it was a yeah, trees do. What is a flying penguin? I decided it has, of course, swan wings. Totally makes sense, right?
Sorry, I'm like messaging the tattoo artist for you. I'm a really good friends with him too, so that's why. Like,
no, it's fine. I know you've gone through it. You're one of my dear friends. That's why I asked for help, because I wouldn't know what to do here. So, Tabby Goes Raw is here with lots of love for you, Al.
Hey, honey.
I'm looking at my calendar, and I'm wide open for this month, except for the, not weekends. But
Yeah, because he says that he's.
but during the
tell
week,
her the message. Okay.
during the week is good. But I want you to be there. So how do I know when you're available?
Do you wanna? Can we do a group chat?
That would be better. Group chat.
She wants me with her.
If that's okay.
Tattoo.
Because this is my first one, and I want my Al. Did not say this, but I have a better odds for a wall giving me a frosted
Let's go.
My God. Okay, I'll message Lavish too if you think that's going to be a problem. Oh. I'm sorry, Lemon. I just saw your message. I'm sorry that happened. I had a funeral Thursday and Friday, so I understand. Cancer does suck. What was I doing? Oh, that's right, Lavish. One moment, please. I'll continue painting as soon as I message. Are you going to be there tonight? Because remember, I stream tonight, so I have to make sure Toast Crew is all assembled. Hugs for all. So, but yeah, for those of you that are wondering what the inspiration for this is it's inspired by a swan mixed with a rock hopper penguin, and then some touches of my own, which you'll see when I get there. So.
And earlier, I was working on this painting.
Oh, I love that thing. It's so beautiful.
It's so good. I'm so happy about it, but I want to add more like highlights and stuff. But I'm gonna be right back because boy, do I need to use the bathroom.
Now it's the Dusty goes and talks about Al hour. No, Al will kill me. And I'm just gonna do hi. I am now in a group chat. I'm excited and scared at the same time to get a tattoo because it's like I've heard all kinds of things about how painful they are and stuff like that, but it's just one of those things. My sisters are probably going to have a fit when I do it. My true dream is to have the tattoo and then dye some purple in my hair, but that's a lot of money. I can't even afford the bag. Just get the bangs trimmed, like what, $20? Can you believe it? So, Al says I'm getting it with someone named Steven Petrie. If you want to go to the tattoo parlor with me.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Steven is really amazing. He's done a few craft shows for his artwork, and he also tattoos. I don't think he tattooed yet at Super Official, and I don't know if we're gonna do that again with the tattooing. But at one point, a lot of the Red Raven kids would be tattooing there for like pop-ups. Dusty, you still there?
I'm still there. He asked
Oh,
when I'm
okay.
available.
Okay.
I just set my streaming schedule to the poor guy. He's gonna go, what? But it was easiest. So don't worry, Al, you're gonna have to film it.
I like how I'm over here just like, yeah. Let me I like how we're here just like planning your tattoo already.
Hey, people drink coffee and cocoa and realize it's just us chatting in our living room. That's what I told you it would be when I asked to do it with you, because we're not going to be. I am a streamer. Give me money. Look, I need subs. I need bits. Do this. No, this is Al and I in our living room just talking while we paid. Literally, if I was at your apartment, we would be talking about it. So why not include my friends and found family? Why not include yours? And I don't think anyone's complaining. And yeah, and we're making progress too. Yeah, no, I don't want it very big. So where's my ruler? Because I can't do numbers. Remember? And we had a handy dandy ruler here, 1 to 2. Yeah, 1 to 2 inches. Nothing bigger than that. So basically, the acorn can be like an inch, the leaf 2-inch type thing. Yeah. I don't know, something like that. Nothing bigger than 2 inches. 1 inch is, yeah.
You want to message that to the?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, I didn't want to just like overtalk for you, so.
Oh, I don't mind.
Yeah, because the only thing,
2 inches is pretty big for, a tattoo.
Nice, the 14.
1 inch is definitely enough for Lance's. Size doesn't matter when it comes to this.
Let me see. Booked for the rest of this week. Free Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and I'm pretty open after that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the next thing. Let's look at the calendar, shall we? Do I have any doctor appointments this month? I think I already did them.
So as long as we come back around Rome before 6, I mean not 6, before 5, that should be good for you, right?
Yeah, because dinner's 5. Yeah, it's because dinner's 5 o'clock. And then after dinner, I stream only a couple days a week, so we can do evening. Because like Wednesdays, I'm always wide open all day and night.
Yeah,
Fridays,
Wednesdays,
I usually
so
fix your controller before
Wednesdays
Friday.
Are my
you better, Lances. You're on my stream Friday. Do not mess up my stream. I'm a serious streamer. I never have scuff. And if you believe that, there's a bridge I can sell you.
I'm just gonna keep my.
What do you mean if the glue stays strong? You had to glue your controller? What? This is insane. Yeah, I've decided Phasmophobia is doing a spring event. So I'm bringing 2 brand new newbies with me and Gothic who are experienced into Phasmophobia. So they'll see what happens. I think that could be fun. So yeah, but yeah, most days, yeah, I only stream during the day on Thursdays and Mondays. So during the week, during the day is good. During the evening is good. On Wednesdays and Fridays, if as long as my Discord's involved, because it's community night. Do you both have time Thursday? This Thursday, I stream from 2 to 4. So if we could do it between 4 and 5 or before 2. But I don't know when you're available. Yep, you work Thursdays, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mind us. We're just figuring this out. Brother doesn't tell me what happened. Was ready the second time it breaks. You sounds like you need another one. Oh, the other one's holding well. I am so glad I don't use controllers. I can't hold them physically. In case anyone doesn't know that, because I know there's new people on the stream. I cannot hold a controller at all. Tuesdays, the next 2 weeks, I stream from 6 to 8, but before and after that, I am available. And does Petrie want to come with? What's the
I think
20th?
I think sticking to 2 people should be good.
Yeah, should be
Because you
pleasant.
don't want to overwhelm the tattoo shop. It is a
Okay.
big tattoo shop, but like
Tuesday the 22nd, I'm available except for 6 to 8.
well, that's good because yeah.
Are you working that day?
No, I'm not working that day. And let me just triple check my other schedules just to make sure my book is correct. Because I'm that kind of person.
The VR. You could VR. Not for me. I can't do VR. No, I can't afford VR. VR is expensive. I don't know if I can use the controller because I've never tried it. I would love to find someone with VR so I could try it and see if I can handle it. But yeah, no. I don't know how the controller works on VR because I can't hold anything like I can't do this. I don't know how a controller works on VR. I've never seen it because all my friends can't afford VR. Spent it what's like 5 years ago. Nice.
And then I'll just have to prep you beforehand and make sure you fucking eat before you go get this tattoo.
That day. That sounds good. Let me put it on my calendar.
Yeah, I'll put it on my calendar too. I like how it's just like, yeah.
So 12 p.m. on the 22nd of Tuesday. Tattoo. Because I'm assuming I'm driving.
Yeah, cause yeah.
Your paycheck, nice. Docus 2 is still holding, doesn't get as much use with all the stuff that's happening. I honestly have no idea, as I don't follow VR. The most I do for VR is tell people I play Demio and it's on VR too, because I love Demio and I want more people to play it. So it's also my friend Frank's birthday. That's cool. So that means this will be done before my birthday. So, do I need cash or can I use my card, or does he want check? Do you know how he takes payment?
I think he would prefer it if it was cash.
Okay, so remind me we have to go to the bank first. So maybe I'll pick you up at 11. We could grab something to eat and get the money out of the bank.
Yeah. Well, we can even hang out beforehand too, and I can make you breakfast or something.
Okay. So let me know when I'm coming over and I'll visit you on that Tuesday. You have to finish the paint yourself. There you go.
Otherwise, I have chicken in the freezer, so you probably want something protein.
I have no idea. I've never done this before. This is my first.
Well, just a good hearty meal. Coffee isn't usually. You don't drink coffee, so I don't have to worry about that.
Nope.
So that's
Drink
good.
water.
Yeah, you're gonna have to drink a lot of fucking water.
Oh, that's not a problem. I live. Well, I live with my thing.
What else?
So.
Well, we're also gonna need to get aftercare stuff too.
Okay.
Which...
Well, this is why I asked you to do this, because I don't know any of this. Wolfie, I'm gonna get a tattoo.
So all you would need is, I think I have some. I mean, I do have Aquaphor. I should have Aquaphor still. A lot of tattoo. Steven would tell you what you need, but I might have some stuff already that you can just use because you don't want to use too much of a product anyway.
As far as hydration, like Gatorade. Oh, I don't have Gatorade. What is Aquaphor though? I've never heard of that.
Aquaphor is a type of yes. It's like almost like the same consistency as Vaseline, but it's not Vaseline. And then people usually like Lubriderm. I might have some foamy soap. Because I don't know if you have foamy soap. Like non-scented foamy soap.
Oh god, no. I don't have anything like that, no. I just have bars of soap.
that is like the best way to clean your tattoo is with like foamy soap. Deep moisturizing mostly. Just don't use too much or it'll make you get pimples, and non-scented foamy soap to clean it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about putting it on my what do you call it? Not your ankle, above your ankle. What is that? Calf?
Yeah.
Is that a good place, or is that a painful
Yeah,
place?
that's a good place, and like this time of the year is good because you're not gonna go swimming or anything.
Nope.
And the weather's gonna be nicer, so like the more loose clothes you have, or if you have shorts, that
It's
would
gonna.
be great.
Well, I wear a lot of dresses, so when the weather warms up, so it'll always be exposed to the air if that's what it needs.
Yeah, I'll definitely need like air and like nothing. You don't wear tight clothing, thank God, so you don't have to worry too much. And if you do
It's
have
just
to
skirts and
like cover
dresses
it,
this time of year.
yeah. Usually, tattoos are different too on the healing process because usually it's just the week or two
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
that you need to be careful with it. But
There's
calf is gonna be
wait. There's
nice.
no monster in your system?
Are you
Are you?
okay, Wolfie?
Yeah. Are you alright? Sorry, that shocked me when I. But yeah, so and the other thing I would like is if you could like film what's going on so we can share it on social media, because I think my found family would love to watch
I kind of
wa-
want to get a
either
tripod.
either talk if they don't allow filming during it, just do the before and after
Well, that'd be
and
something
talk
I can
about it.
talk to Steven about anyway.
Because we can film it, and then you and I could talk, like, go, hey, we're in the car, we're on the way, little TikToks would be fun. Because this is a big
Yeah,
deal. It's the first one.
my brain
'Cause-
is totally like fizzing out, by the way. I'm like, now I'm not in the painting mode, I'm just in the like, let me figure out finances and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this won't hit the finances too bad after all the funeral stuff, but I've got my birthday stream after where I can raise money if I realize I went too crazy. So
Okay, now I just need to go transfer to the Venmo.
read the statement. I am drink water as we speak. I can't promise there's not monster. Oh, you're right. I misread it. Wolfie's only got monster into the system. Wolfie, drink water.
Let's see, 317. I'll just make it 318. That's how much we raise, basically.
I'm just glad I was able to send people your way to keep it going.
I appreciate it, though. That really helped me a lot, and it kind of gave me a boost for a little bit. But then, like, the 11th hour, I was just slowly dying.
I'm worried about my 8 hour. I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried about my 8 hour. But I need to raise money for fun, especially if I'm gonna be bad and getting a tattoo. And people are gonna go, you shouldn't be getting a tattoo, you're having fun.
Yeah, I think this is important.
I think it's important. I've been putting it off for 11 years, and I really want to have some, And now with mom gone too, I feel like one of my oaks is gone. So, hopefully people won't judge me for this.
But if they do, they suck. They suck mad balls.
It's because I know my sisters, they do not like tattoos, but I mentioned it to my cousin who has so many tattoos. And I'm like, do you think it's time? She's like, I thought it was time when you mentioned it to me 11 years ago. I'm like, okay. Christmas, she's hoping to see what I have done. Which I haven't done, as somebody else is doing to me, but I'm not going to draw it. I'd rather have the artist just take care of it. So there's some people, they're like, I want this exact thing. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want the artist to do it and understand
okay,
why.
I just sent the money for Super Easel. The donation money to Super Easel.
They're going to need that. So pride can happen.
Step outside the world to wait. The morning light begins to break. The weight is lifting off
And
Stream, I'm
now
getting
it's
the
time
base
for
coat on the
budgeting.
I'm getting the base coat done, which is something I needed to do.
I have not painted anything. Also, do you mind if we... Well, what does Light Alchemist even want to do? Did you want to do something today before work, Light Alchemist? I like how I'm doing it. This isn't art anymore. This is just me planning my week.
Just
Because we can hang out before, like, from 1 to 3. Or whatever. Like, did you wanted to come over?
It's one thing I've been thinking about doing is just chatting so people can get to know me because I've done so many weird things in my life. It's like I got in the mail 2 movies I was in on DVD, or no, they're Blu-ray, because the director was trying to cheer me up. He's like, "Here's 2 movies you were in." It's like, so I'm excited that I've got those sitting on my coffee table right now.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about doing it just chatting so people can just ask everything about me. Because I've done, and I'm 52, I've done a lot. And I hope to do more, which is why we're doing a tattoo.
Ooh, Jones just... I'll swing by, maybe we can go to Jones Nursery. Do you mind if we, around 12:30 or 12:45, we call it?
30's fine, that's 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll hit the, because my meds are starting to run out. I'm starting, so I don't know if you noticed, I'm getting more stuffy. My meds, I think my meds ran out at noon, but I'm waiting for stream to end because I don't like taking medicine on stream because it feels weird. So yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. I think we've accomplished a lot today, and I get to go get a tattoo with you.
Yeah, that is...
That's huge.
I'm surprised that I like, okay, let's do this.
In the nursery, I'm jealous.
So hard.
Dysentery and congestion. That's exactly why I'm not asking if I can go with you two, because I do not want anyone to be sick. So, but we've scheduled. Rob's figured out how to keep my Advil coincides just at the right amount, so I can stream with you, and then he'll do it. And we'll time it right to stream tonight. So, yes, we're working around my congestion.
Well, now you have to get healthy this week.
Oh, I'm planning on it. I am planning on it. And if not, I can always mask up. Mask up is a thing. I believe firmly in that. I'm starting to see eclipse slowly when I look at this thing. That is this guy's name. Al's pinged you, or Wolfie's pinged you probably about buying your piece there.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. I'm just like, I'm so focused on, like, people,
That's why, that's what we both take turns talking to chat. I like, that's one thing I like about doing cocoa and coffee. We get to work together like that. And for once, by the way, I don't have cold hot cocoa. Look, it's empty. I actually drank it.
I still need to drink my coffee because I've just been like, go, 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 go.
We traded. It's funny.
Do you have anybody in particular you wanted to,
Oh, I can start looking at that.
Yeah. Because I feel like I always pick.
He didn't respond to how much, but he did 12 p.m. So we got that scheduled. I'm excited. I'm finally gonna get my first tattoo. Okay, let's take a look at who can we
I
raid.
think his shop minimum is
Yes,
100.
yeah, I'm gonna answer for you, Petrie. Yes. Corey's always live. He's trying to get partner. I want to make sure that there is nobody new because I like to
Yeah,
introduce.
you can head to my place at 12:30, but I'm gonna need to shower first if we're going out and doing anything.
I want to
And
make
maybe while I shower, you could go play fucking Baldur's Gate or some shit.
because I do like raiding Corey. You're right, Wolfie, but I always like to introduce all the new people as well if I can. Looking to see who's on that might be new. Oh wow, Caroline's actually. Yeah, Awkward Monster. Caroline is of Maine is streaming. So is Awkward Monster. You're right. So is Young Kaz. I haven't seen him in a while. The Bomb Blommer is also going. So,
I'm fine with whatever you choose.
well, have you? Well, I want to see who have you met Awkward Monster already?
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell, so definitely not.
So why don't we do that then?
Yeah,
Because
that
you
sounds
have
like a plan.
because they're doing Sims and you like to stream Sims, so this should work really well. So, but
That'd
what
be
do you mean? What a
nice.
lock screen? Whose lock screen did you see? Shouldn't have been mine. My
Is
phone's
it
like
mine
this.
because it's my boyfriend? It's my partner.
Yeah, because Corey usually raid you, but I'm trying to introduce Al to more people, and Awkward Monster is wonderful. So,
Is it just one word or is it
yeah,
like?
it's Awkward Monsters with an S on the end, just like that, right like that. And Wolfie, if you don't mind when Al's ready to hit raid for me, that'd be great. Yeah, I definitely need more medicine. It's already starting. Oh, we're starting the raid now. Okay, that's perfect.
Oh, are we starting the raid now? Okay.
Yep, we're starting the raid now.
Alright.
So
Alright, hold on.
thank you for coming to our coffee and cocoa chat with a little bit of art, and thank you for helping me plan my first tattoo. I will stream. Okay. I will stream tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern if you're interested in Baldur's Gate 3 or Core Keeper. It's one of those two games, depending on which Toast Crew appears. So, you canceled it. I started
Well,
my
it's too late.
stuff.
I started
Put
mine.
it back. Put it back,
Put
Wolfie.
it back.
Put it back.
Okay, Pro, so help me.
Put it back. There. Okay, there we go. It should be back now. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, and I'm
So-
probably gonna stream tomorrow morning again.
There we go. So make
So-
sure you catch Al in the morning again, and have a wonderful day.
Remember, guys, if you can't be good, just be you. Just don't be an idiot and take care of yourselves.
And look for the glimmers. They're everywhere. There's always something that'll bring you joy if you just take a second to look for it. All
Au
right.
revoir.
I'm ready to go. Say bye-bye.
Au revoir. As Gertrude comes up, oh my god.